We're all set. It is 9:31. Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first meeting of 2025, January 7, 2025. Convene the Rprc meeting. First item up is the December 17th, 2024 minutes, which were attached to your packets. I'll make a motion to adopt those minutes.
I'll second.
Thank you, Sue. All in favor? Aye. Okay. And first up is 107 Fox Avenue. Pull up. Joel, which one is yours?
That's the one.
Oh, that's the one. Oh,
That's me.
good. Glad you're first.
I would have been here fast, but the wind blew me back.
Yeah.
The other way.
Right?
It was really strong.
Just gonna pull up the plans. So this is a very complicated project.
Absolutely.
Not really.
Right.
So what we have here is existing house with a old garage in the back.
Emphasize the word old.
Yeah. What the applicant wants to do is essentially demo the structure and then build a pavilion on top of the existing garage foundation. So it's going to go from looking like a garage to looking like an open pavilion. Fine, I don't have any really concerns here. The only issue that Rob and I discussed was essentially that structure is going away. So you'll need to get the ZBA to grant those yard variances. Well,
No.
well, the structure's gone. It's just the foundation that's left.
Yeah.
So you're building a new.
No, I
structure.
understand that.
Yeah,
Non-conforming.
non-conforming to
So
setback.
it's not grandfathered.
Well, correct,
Not after
because
you
it's,
remove it.
after you remove it, you can't put it back.
Got it.
Right,
But we're not gonna, but the foundation's gonna remain and that's.
Yes.
And we're putting this on top of an existing foundation.
yes,
So why do we have to go to the zoning?
because the structure is new. The foundation is just the foundation. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have a problem with this.
No, I know.
Um,
And there's a lower level to this.
well, it's like storage, I guess, right?
Oh, let's do,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
basement.
that's staying.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
That's why I can't understand if we're just, let's say remodeling or can we? use
yeah,
a
if you're
different terminology?
remodeling it, yeah.
All we're doing is basically taking the walls out and putting a new roof on.
Well,
Okay.
that's the structure.
Not worried, not worried. Once you, it's non-conforming by setbacks.
I fully
Yeah,
understand.
Once you remove it, it's gone.
Right,
Okay.
nothing engineering, there's nothing changing. We talked about the variance, that's it.
So
So,
it's nice looking.
no, I think they'll get some use out of it.
Well, the kids will.
Yeah, so I'll make a motion to send this to ZBA.
So
Yeah.
what's the neighbors like on this property and all that? Because, I mean, it's going from basically a storage garage to usable space that's non-conforming.
Correct.
So where are the neighbors? in
You wanna take a
relation?
look?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we could.
Yeah.
Just because the use is changing.
Yeah.
And I don't wanna start seeing complaints from the neighbors saying.
And
that,
there's
Well, they're gonna
no
get
way-
noticed of the,
Yeah, for the zoning.
There's no way to do landscaping screening.
well, it's
because
pretty much right on.
No,
Right.
If you look at the site plan, it's like,
I think it's a
1 foot away from you.
Yeah. So here's the structure.
Yeah.
There's no one real, I don't think these neighbors are gonna
No,
care.
No.
Yeah, as you can see, they're pretty far away.
So you can't even get to
Right.
that garage.
No, you can't get to the garage now, right, because they did an addition to, let me turn on the, you'll get a kick out of this, look, so they did the addition, obviously it didn't meet the setbacks, so they came to an agreement with this neighbor to bow out
That's
the
right.
property line.
If you look at it,
I was, yeah.
have you seen the survey? This is what
crazy.
Adam's talking about.
It's
This was
insane.
the original property
Yeah.
line. And in order to satisfy the situation,
Mhm. So
just
something
little-
happened in the past.
half round. Yeah, does it say when? I must be
I
a
don't
long time ago.
Yes.
I've been involved with this job for like 5 years now.
Why?
Because originally, if you remember, I was before this board several years ago.
No,
You don't remember?
I
that?
don't remember.
Yes,
Wow.
when the garage was also becoming an interior playroom and we had a deck going out in the back. You don't remember that?
No, so what, you didn't do it?
No, the cost was too great.
Okay, got it. Now vaguely, I do.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Come
All right, so I made a motion to send this to the ZBA.
Second.
Larry got that. All in favor? Aye.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
sure.
Good luck.
All right.
It's a very big file,
Well,
pavilion.
it started a long time ago, that's why. Well, thank you so
hopefully
much.
now
Happy New Year to
they'll-
everyone, and
Yeah. Me too.
we'll invite you all at the grand opening.
Yes, okay.
Bring your pinball machines and ping pong table and whatnot. Take care, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, 3 Sunrise Place. Pull up the plans here. Tyler, you're here. Is your architect on with us too?
No, he had a conflict at this time.
Okay, that's all right. You can talk to us. Let me just pull up here. If you want to just get started, you can just tell the committee what's being proposed, and I'll pull up the plan.
Yeah, so basically, my wife and I, we have a growing family and we are looking to do an addition on our house here. So it's a 2-story addition, with a garage as well, an attached garage. I'm, I'm not sure, I'm not sure what.
Let me just find a good plan. Sure. All right, well, let's start with this thing. All right, so the first general comment that I had on this is that the architect really didn't give us enough information, in my opinion. I'd like to see this again. In concept, I think everything looks fine, but we don't have a grading plan. We don't know which trees are coming out. The applicant, in order to do the addition, has to build a new septic system, but we don't know where it's going. And I'm guessing they'll have to deal with stormwater mitigation too, and we don't know where that's being occurred. So we've got basically, Tyler, the concept, which is fine, but we want to get you done and complete, but we need some more information. I don't know why, we don't have it yet. So it's hard for us to say, go ahead, go get your building permits without having the complete picture. At least that's my take on it at this point.
You hit on all what our
Okay.
as well, yeah, same things,
Yeah.
Health department.
I mean, let's definitely spend a couple minutes with Sue, who's our ARB rep, talking about the addition, because we do have that. And I think it's everything you're doing looks good. But do you know how many trees are coming down for the septic and for anything else?
So if you scroll back up, we've had conversations, we've engaged an engineer for the septic system.
Okay.
And we've had conversations with the Department of Health.
Yeah.
So the septic would go basically right behind the patio. They just wanted us, when
you can
I
fit
reached
it-
out to the engineer, they want us to go through the RPRC first and just see.
Yeah. Yeah, that
get a
that
feeling.
wasn't good advice.
Okay.
No,
Understood.
because the whole point is we get to see the whole picture, say, yes, what you're doing looks fine, and then send
Okay.
you on your way, but we just, too many missing pieces right now.
I understand. Yeah. So
Where's where's the existing septic?
so we were going to reuse the location of the existing septic location. You have to make some modifications to it, but it's in the south, just in front of that shed, in the, in front of to the right of the cemetery. That's where the
So,
existing septic is.
so do you know, is the plan, you're gonna keep the existing septic and then add feet to it, linear feet?
We would use the location of the existing septic, but we would have to make modifications to it in order to accommodate the larger bedroom size.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You have to
okay,
add trenches, and then you're gonna have to prove that you have the
That the-
comparable expansion area as well. So
Right.
when you're adding on that, you have to have
That
that
complicates it.
increase, yeah.
okay, so, all right, so I get the engineer on board.
Okay.
So more likely than not, you're not gonna need to take a significant number of trees down if you're gonna use the area, the lawn area, right?
Yes.
Well, how many is significant?
Well, we don't.
I don't know, we'll see,
Yeah,
we'll
we
see,
need- we need-
but I think generally. I
Live
don't
trees,
think it-
dead trees, we gotta,
Yeah, I don't think it's
Itemize
gonna
that.
be, Yeah.
and the landscape plan.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
gonna be
the-
my second.
Yeah, I think the
Second-
main tree that was going to get removed was the one in the driveway.
Oh, yeah, I see, yeah,
There's one in the driveway. Yep.
yeah, up, right here. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at the architectural. Just to see if there's any comments. So here is existing elevations. What?
No.
Okay.
They're building a house on their house.
Yes, it's a significant
It's a
improvement.
very
No,
project.
absolutely. Yep. So you could see, the new
Mhm.
significantly expanded. Roof. Yeah, so here we go. Side elevation.
Right, they're in a cul-de-sac also.
Yeah, I can pull up the
Mhm.
neighborhood if you want to take a look. Here, because this is the new front elevation.
Mhm. Do you have colors and materials?
We haven't picked out the colors yet. I can get that information for this when I resubmit for the septic.
Yeah.
With the septic system. So
Mhm.
What are you thinking about the colors?
well, right now we have like kind of a white with it's kind of like a light green trim. Knowing, my wife, I think that she would probably stick with the similar kind of neutral colors like that.
Mhm.
And what are the windows gonna be, the colors?
Well, right now they're like a kind of a light green turquoise. Um, so I can get that information. I'll see what my wife is thinking, but we would keep it neutral colors like that.
Want to discuss anything else? Might pull up the neighborhood?
Yeah. So here. You want to do a street view or? These pocket cemeteries around town
Odd, yeah,
are
there are a few,
amazing.
yeah. Who's buried there, do you know?
I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the same
We were just
section.
talking about the
The
cemetery.
cemetery, who's,
Oh, the cemetery in the back. The town owns that actually, I
Yeah,
believe.
no, we were just wondering whose burial plot it is back there. Have you heard both?
That is the oh shoot. The Briggs. The Briggs.
Oh, Briggs, okay, all right. Any comments there?
no,
Okay. So then, just. So then I think the next step is get the engineer to prepare those plans. We'll review it. And then, hopefully get you to the building department.
Okay, thank you. I think we were really just we were trying to do this without any like variances. And that's what we were striving for. I think that was kind of what the architect was looking for, is just to make sure that that was done to code.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So we'll see you when you've got that, submit it, and we'll get you on.
okay, thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Sure. All right. Take care. Next. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. All right. So you're up 115 Hickory Kingdom. Anyone else joining this meeting, or is it just you?
The architect Dan Cantelmo, he should be there.
No, Dan.
Oh, all right. Well,
Okay.
he there.
Oh, it's all right. You're here. You're the most important. So I'll pull up the plans. While I'm pulling it up, why don't you just explain to the committee what the proposal is?
Oh, well, we are adding a slight addition to the back of the house, a conservatory sort of, I guess, an orangery, in order to expand the kitchen.
Oh, right. I remember this one. Yes, very nice plans.
Yeah.
Show the board. So here's the kitchen addition at the back. See existing,
mhm.
what it looks like, and this is what it will look like back here. It's very, very nice. Let me see my comments.
That's gonna be wonderful.
It is, it's really nice. 115. No. Oh, so the only comment I have is really directed to Tony. So the town's GIS, there's a wetlands back here.
Yeah.
Their plan shows the wetland, shows the boundary, and that they don't need a wetlands permit, just you to bless it.
Yeah, I don't think it was, ever
Yeah.
noted that there is one,
Okay.
yeah.
I think this is mostly Sue for ARB comment. I don't have any
I love
concerns.
an orangery.
Yeah.
They're wonderful.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's,
We
go ahead.
just want to see some grading and the increase in impervious surface, 25-year storm,
Mhm.
treat the stormwater, just more details. That's it.
Okay, so looks good. Some engineering details for you to work out, but they're, I think, relatively minor. So I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
I'll
Okay.
say,
Oh, hold on one sec. Sue seconded. All in favor?
aye.
Okay, so we're gonna post the comments that we have. And then your architect slash an engineer can address those comments and submit directly to the town engineer and the building department to get the permits.
Okay, that's perfect. And actually, I think we did it slightly backwards. I think we did the building department first.
Oh, that's possible. Yeah, yeah, you might have an application in with them. That's
Yeah.
okay.
So then I'll just contact them and see, since we already did a few iterations with them, we may have already addressed those questions.
Well, the building department wouldn't have addressed the engineer's concerns, so those definitely are different items.
Okay,
Yeah. All right,
awesome. Thank you so much.
all right, take care.
Bye.
Next is Two Banks Farm.
Not a whole one's doing another.
Yeah, that's okay, we get to talk to them. Two Banks Farm. This is John Scaratos. Okay, so we'll go through this ourselves. Side porch, construct smaller deck, add a foyer, mudroom, and portico to the front of the house. And we can go through. So we actually approved a bigger plan, maybe few to several months ago on this property. And I guess they're reducing the scope. It was a significant second story addition, and now it's more modest. And if you recall, there's wetlands all along the back. And there was this existing detached structure that they were going to convert from a garage to a studio. So the studio work is going to remain in the scope, but the second story addition to the house is being basically eliminated. So they're going to make some improvements to the front of the house and in the back corner. And it results this. So no major concerns on my end. In fact, I actually think it's much more attractive than the previous iteration because it was just a second story block above it. So they're tweaking it, trying to improve it. Last time we had some comments for the building department on whether or not the redeveloped garage would be considered apartment. So that comment remains.
Is it full bathroom?
Yes, correct, full length. We talked about the stream in the back. Last time we said administrative wetlands permit, conservation board. Given it's right there, I think that makes sense. I don't know if they ever made it to coming to you.
They haven't come yet.
Yeah, I think they realized it was probably too big. And they'll need a mitigation plan for that work in the rear of the house. I have a comment, understanding since it's so constrained, what's going to be maintained lawn, what's going to be no mow zone, but that's something the conservation board will look at. And health department or Rob has to determine health department if they want to look at the septic. The addition does not meet the rear yard setback, so we need. Should we send them on their way to the ZBA?
On the merry way.
Yeah, right. I think it's a decent plan.
And how will all of these other items get addressed then?
Well, we'll send them to the ZBA and to the conservation group.
Okay.
And I think there's very little for us, for planning to really do. So I think that will cover it. Everyone Okay with that?
But, you know, if
Yeah.
conservation has adjustments we made between them, the applicant and the building department.
I don't think so, because what we're talking about is just a bump out in the back.
Mhm.
So my guess is the conservation board isn't going to necessarily object, because it's a relatively small addition. It's going to be, what is that mitigation plan going on? look like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to get
Yeah.
that calculation.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So I'll make a motion to send this to the CD and ZBA.
Second.
I just realized your initials are CD. All in favor? Aye. You're all in. Okay. That one's good. Next, 15 Stony Brook Place. John here. Hi, John.
Good morning,
How are-
everyone.
Hi. All right, so 15 Stony Brook Place is up. Do you have the plans? Do you want me to pull them up?
I have them. I could share them.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know why I have my volume way up, but I could barely hear you. Let me see if I can fix
Well,
that.
okay, we could talk a little louder too.
Okay. All right.
How's that?
So I'm going to share my screen.
Great.
Okay. So right now I'm showing you the site plan that the engineer put together. So basically, Stony Brook Place is down on the southwest side here with the driveway coming up. The house is set in this area over here. Septic system is off to the east. And their rear patio is off the back of the house here. There is a pond with wetlands demarked that turned into some sort of a water course here. And then it goes into a culvert that goes into a pipe underground. The wetlands setback comes around almost all the way down to the house, all the way down to the existing patio as it is. They have a septic tank right where, I don't know if you could see my cursor there.
Yes.
So we have to be a certain distance from that, 20 feet from that, and then 35 feet from the septic system. So basically, this whole backyard from here up to where that culvert is, which actually sits higher than the pool site, is a slightly sloped lawn that goes upward towards the north, basically. And so what we're looking to do is they're looking to do a little addition off the corner of the house, but I think that's going to be a separate application.
Yeah,
But the engineer.
they came before us already and got that approved.
Okay. Okay. So he included all,
That was-
the drainage, so everything was all together for the proposed pool. So up in this insert up here, you could see a little better. We're looking to set the pool in basically the same elevation as the rear patio with a, a 2 foot high retaining wall along the back side here. I believe it was 2 foot high.
Yeah.
Just to ward off the runoff coming down the slope behind the pool and allow them to have seating to look back towards the sun over the pool. Pool equipment, we are looking to put that down off the back of the house. So that'll be tucked in back here. And for fencing, currently there is a fence that encircles the entire area. It does cut through the wetlands. So on our fencing plan, I'm just scrolling down to our fencing plan. We're looking to just have that fence. Right now, the current fence cuts across it into this. It's just like a drainage ditch or something like that. And we're looking to have the fence just go around it. So, so it doesn't go through that. But everything else, we'd like to update the fence as per the details so that it works with the pool code. And
Yeah,
that,
okay, yeah, that's a good explanation. We've got to just figure out how to process this. I mean, I think it definitely needs to be reviewed by the
Yes.
conservation board
Already
because
made a
it's,
couple notes.
it's all in the wetland buffers.
So 100% of the pool
Yeah.
is in the wetland.
100.
We haven't signed off on too many of those. over the years.
It's, yeah, it's,
No, we haven't.
Good.
yeah, it's something that has to be reviewed, which really leads us to the second question. Is this something the planning board and the conservation board want to work on? Or I don't know. You guys really have to discuss it.
Well,
okay.
I know we've addressed at the planning board.
So what happens at
Well,
this
hold-
point?
hold on, John. We're just having a conversation now.
sure.
Let's bring it out. Yeah.
We've
Sorry.
addressed several sites over the years that basically are 100% in the buffer. Some did happy ending, you know?
Yes. No. Yes. The ones that generated the most concern from both boards when it were undisturbed areas
Right.
that were being proposed to have a pool in a buffer, right? It's been more obtainable in areas that have been previously disturbed.
I would suggest you concur, pick it up to the planning board and
Yeah.
conservation.
Yeah,
I think it's,
I don't think that's,
I don't think that's
Unreasonable.
unreasonable.
Yeah,
We'll
no.
take- We'll take a look and we'll try to work with them, but
Our basic philosophy is no amenities in the wetlands or the
Yeah.
buffer.
yeah, but it will be also important for the conservation board to go out there, see the
Right.
quality of that
Exactly.
wetland, and just assess.
Yeah, every
section.
applicant is
Exactly.
different. I know.
Okay, all right, so John, I think in this case, since it's all in the buffer and there's some more work to be done, it's just not that simple. We have
Yeah.
to take a closer look. We're gonna send it to the planning board and the conservation board, and, we'll go from there.
Okay. Okay, so then we'll just get like a letter confirming
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
And
Post
Oh.
that today.
then, okay, very good.
So did you hear what they were talking about?
In terms of the planning board and the,
Not a typical application that they approve when it's fully in the wetlands.
Buffer.
But,
Yeah.
so
No, it's not in the wetland.
In the buffer.
but even.
yeah, so I mean,
are-
we've had to
Even
do
that's-
mitigation before for certain things like this. This one, like I said, is a little confusing because the wetlands is uphill from everything, and the current area that we're looking to do the pool in is already a lawn area. So obviously, I guess we'd be willing to do what we need to do. I just wanted to know to what extent they might want it.
To what extent, what are you talking, what do you mean?
In terms
John?
of mitigation or anything like
Yeah,
that.
look, this is why, the boards will go out there, they'll take a look at what's really there and, how impactful they think this pool would be.
We need
So,
to see this.
They need to see it, yeah.
I get it.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll send out the determination letter and then get on the planning board agenda just to start this off.
Sounds good. Okay, I appreciate it.
Wait, we've got to actually vote on this, so I'll make a motion to send this to, planning.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Okay, all right, John,
Thank you all.
all right, take care.
You too. Bye now.
Site.
Then this one, you'll have to. All right, 15. This is Ralph, so I don't think we've got the applicant here. Let me share the screen. Okay, so this is an application for a deck that was built without any permits. I guess prior to these people buying it. But they need to legalize the deck. That's back here. And it doesn't meet a whole bunch of zoning. It doesn't meet the side, it doesn't meet the rear. And I even think that's third one, let me see. No, I think it might be coverage.
Gross land coverage, I
Yeah.
think you said.
Yeah, I think so too. So it's three variances.
How much would they have to take off the knee?
I'll have to check.
Like, do we know what was existing there prior to?
There was no deck there.
Oh,
Yeah. So gross land coverage existing is 3708. And max permitted is 3397. So, you know, it's not, well, it's a tiny piece of property. So as a percentage,
Really,
it's probably,
really more of the setbacks.
well, he needs a variance from all of them. So I don't think there's much for us to do. If he's successful in getting the variances, it can stay. So I think I'll make a motion to send it to the ZBA. All in agreement there?
Second.
Okay, hold on. So I need a motion.
church,
I have a
Yeah,
question.
preaching.
If this had come to us before it was built,
Yes,
we would have basically said the deck has to be smaller.
Well-
Or we would have sent it to ZBA.
we would have sent it to ZBA. Yeah, you know, if there was some,
I'm trying to understand whether we would have, if this had not been built and it came to us, would our action be to send it to ZBA?
Yes.
Or would we have taken another action?
well, look, you could have had a discussion with the applicant and say, if you propose a smaller deck, you wouldn't need to go to the ZBA, but you don't have the,
But we wouldn't have an issue going to the ZBA.
no, you would send them to the ZBA. Yeah.
So pretty much the whole deck is what throws them off on coverage too.
Yeah, it's the deck. Yeah. I mean, they have a huge gravel driveway too, so, you know, that's a conversation with the ZBA on what they want him to do, if anything.
Take a little, get a little.
Yeah. Okay, and lastly, we have 5, the knoll. Guessing that's Mary. Mary, are you here for 5 the knoll?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Do you have the plans? Do you want to share them or do you want me to pull them up?
Let's see. This is not my,
I'll do it. I've got it here.
wait, hold on. There,
Yeah, got it. No worries.
okay. No, I got two.
All right. Go ahead. You share your screen then. Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay. Let me just pull up my notes. Right now, I have it. I think I do. All right, well, why don't you take us through and I'll pull up my comments while we're talking.
Okay, well, I'll go to the plans. Probably the easiest. Well, do you want to see the architectural plans first and then we'll back up?
Yeah, however you want to do it, yeah.
Okay, might be easier. Okay, so
Take a look.
the existing house
Okay.
has a,
Now it's,
Okay.
excuse me?
sorry, I didn't have the right, I didn't have the screen. Now we're
Oh,
good.
okay, all right. So what we're doing is extending the living room by pushing back. It's like 85 square feet. That the existing house had this bump out. An earlier owner had put in a elevator, which was taken out. So we're kind of aligning with that and pushing out and on posts and extending the first floor living room. The big project is on the second floor. We're adding over the existing garage and mudroom to create, this is the demo plan, so we're taking out this roof, doing some work in here so we can get a hall through. And adding a hall, pushing out the bedroom over the existing kitchen to make the bedrooms more equal in size, and then creating a gym on one side and kind of a big game room, TV room over the garage. This is the addition, so it's kind of keeping in the same. We're actually changing the siding. It's currently cedar. We're changing it to shingles. Again, it's currently clapboard. And we're putting some stone facing on the front, what is now brick. And pushing out the back in order to, right now there's a push out over the kitchen, and we're pushing out over the kitchen in order to expand the bedroom, and part of it is going to be the gym over here. On the other side, this is the bump out in the living room. And this is the side elevation of the addition over the garage doors. So if you want to go back, I can show you.
Material on the front of the house and the side. The outside material, you said shingles.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand you.
Mary, Sue was asking about what the shingles or what type of shingles and color, I guess, right? Is that what you're
We're
getting
going to do pre-finished hardy shingles, and the lightest color, and I'm forgetting the name, it's like an off-white, because the white hardy is not true white. So it's like something Cliffs. I'm sorry, I don't have that in front of me, but it's a very kind of pale beigey color.
Mary, did you say shakes or shingles or
Shakes.
clapboard?
Shakes or shingles, I think, I use them interchangeably, but yes. Not the hardy clapboard, but the shingles.
Okay, and how about the trim?
The trim will be white, AZEK or Boral painted, 5.5 inch. We're taking off the shutters and just doing a wide trim.
And the roof is matching the existing?
Right, which is asphalt shingle.
I think it'll be a nice update. I
Okay,
know this house quite well.
all right. I don't know, something about the addition, left side addition was popping out at me, but if you think it looks okay,
This house is hard to see from the road.
yeah,
It's kind of down.
yeah,
No,
okay. Okay, so I'll make a motion then to send this, that's really the only issue, it's just there's not much physical. Mary, what's the total square footage you're adding? It's significant.
So it's, let me see, was it 8?
Yeah, something like,
It's under 1,000. It's 85 on the first floor. And I'm trying to read this. Let me see, that's the floor area. 840 on the second floor.
I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? All right, Mary.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, that concludes this agenda for the RPRC, so we will adjourn at 10:16 a.m. Thank you, everyone.
Jonathan's been hanging out.
Hang on, let me see. Yeah, let's see.
John checking on me.
No, who is it?
Keeping an eye on me.
Out there, buddy. Guys everywhere.
John. We didn't know which project you were here for. Oh, John Scarlata.
Hello?
Yeah, all right. Well, we sent your I didn't know who you were. It just said John, and you didn't put your name or the project.
I don't think he hears us.
Do you not hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you hear us?
What am I doing?
Oh, he does.
What'd we do with yours? Yours was Banks Farm? No.
So, yeah, coffee out here. That's not.
Yeah, all right. You hear us, John?
John
I'm
doesn't.
not hearing,
It's
I'm not
What?
hearing anything.
All right, well, that's you. Which one? was it?
two banks.
It was two
Yeah.
banks, so we sent to the ZBA and conservation. Let me type them in.
I just thought it was John Calabrius.
I know.
He wouldn't like put, like change the name
Check.
and his title, like when I do it, I'll put like Tony Brown, KSCJ Consulting or something like that, he'll just put John on lowercase. So right away, I thought he was like, wow, you watch for me.
Too cold to play golf.
I've been with him since I was 30. 2001, I started. It's a logic.
All right, well. All right, John, we're gonna stop since you don't hear us, okay?
Okay, now I do hear you.
Oh, now, all right, so we
Finally.
didn't know you were there.
Okay.
You were, so we discussed it. We sent it to the ZBA for the rear yard variance.
No, but no, see, this already came to you. We already,
I know,
project came. The only change in this project was adding that piece to the front of the house.
yeah, and originally it was a second story, right?
It was a second story. And we took the second story, we're doing one story, but the only footprint change we're doing is that front piece. So we already got ZBA for that back room.
All right, if you have the variance already, we didn't know you went.
Yes, we already
The
got
Conservation Board said you never went to them. John.
We went to ZBA. We
I
haven't
know.
built it. They're building that, they're working on it now.
Well, you went to the Conservation Board?
I don't.
We
For the
did
mitigation?
we did an administrative wetland.
Well, it was an administrative wetlands with Conservation Board.
Yeah, we did
You did it?
it all. She has a landscape plan, yes.
All right, well, we'll look into it, you know, if you-
So
you're not
the
gonna
only
send,
thing we're doing different is that pushing the 5 feet, lining up that front piece with the entry is what the change is.
no. Yeah, there were no issues with that. So if you went to the ZBA and you went to the CB in the past, then, you're good.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We did it the same way we did it the last one. Okay?
Okay, because I did check off that this was an amendment to what was done.
Yeah,
Right?
no, I knew that, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because what we're doing doesn't violate anything. It isn't in the buffer. It's already over. Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That the additions in the buffer?
The one that's already approved or the new one?
The one in the rear, the one that we already looked at. That's what I'm saying. We approved it the same way as the last one. The first
Okay.
one. So if you've done all that, that's great.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just didn't know that. I didn't know you did it.
Okay.
You understand what we're doing? Like everything?
So I'm just curious now, what do I need to do? Go straight to the building department with the drawings or is there?
Well, if you've gone to the Conservation Board and got the wetlands permit, and if you went to the ZBA, yeah, then you just go to the building department.
Okay. Okay.
If in relation to the previous application, you didn't do any of those things, then you have to do those.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, take
Sorry
care.
for the confusion.